Hello everyone, this is Key of W with some more Islands of Insight. As you can see here, I finally unlocked the just the regular costume that you'd see from people walking down the street in, say, Portland. This is just kind of what we look like. So I thought today what I should do is head back into the pyramid. There's still a bunch of puzzles I haven't done. I don't expect even to finish them all today. There's just so many, and they're, tricky, so they take a while. So I'm just going to try to clear out as many as I can for somewhere between half an hour and an hour. It's a good way for us to spend our time, you and me, here together at last. So lie back, kick your feet up, have some popcorn, or whatever it is you want to drink. Do we have more sightseers? I do have more sightseers that I just genuinely hate here. Let's... Oh, interesting collision. Let's see what I can grab. This is going to be in one of the mazes. It's not going to be one of these, is it? It might be. So where do I get a good view like this? Oops. Yeah, it's probably this maze here, so do I... Where am I looking at it from? Large, it really is... So I see the top right of the circle, it looks like some kind of doorway, so I do need to find that. But otherwise, it looks like I'm actually lower down than this. Right? And in the top center, there's the blue pillar. Right to the left of the blue pillar, I see this symbol. So I've got to find a spot that isn't as high up as some of the others. Like maybe I'm over here? That's too low. That seems too high up. That would be cruel if you had to do it midair. I mean, being on here would be too... I'm also very close. Like, those pillars... Look how they're smaller in here. Like, I have to get closer to the maze. So where would I stand to be closer and yet not quite as high up? It could also be that one. It's not going to be within the maze. Because, yeah, we can't see it like that. So we're going to be looking at it from elsewhere. Is this low enough? And it's too far away. Like, huh. Certainly not going to be on one of these. Unless there's a maze down there which counts. It's quite possible we have that. So I'll head that way for a second. Does this have blue than red? Not really. This is just blue. It's not going to be under there, that's for sure. Is it at the upper level? Like, do I go up to the next level up and see? Because there is blue on top of red in this maze, but they're not at the same... You see, they're not at the same level there. So it doesn't seem like I'm going to get this either. Yeah, seems like I would need to grab the maze that's here and look down at it from the right spot. It's not like I'm in this maze and I look at this one. Yeah, it's way too distorted, right? If I'm in this one looking at it. From this end. Oh, no, it is. There. Interesting. Not an enjoyable puzzle, but interesting. Alright, let's get out of here. You have to go this way. Back through. That's all I'm gonna do with that puzzle. Now we're gonna move on to this maze up here, which has a bunch of puzzle boxes in it. So we're gonna do those. Alright, let's hope I find them all without too much trouble. Oh, hold on. I gotta figure that out. Alright, 3 stars. Oh, no. So, no matter what, we're gonna go, however far this goes, this has to go 4 more in any direction. So, all numbers are off by 1, though. Oh, god damn it. So... What? Okay, I was just like guessing, like, if I did this, what would happen? I guess. I had no idea. Okay. You know what? Actually, no. I changed my mind. That was all skill. Ah, there you go. Gamers don't look up. Tiles remaining 30. Come on, I don't like underclued grids anymore. Connect all light cells. Well, that means that this has to be a light cell, and then this is going to be that, which means that is going to be. However, if this is a piece here, it's also that. Oh, okay, we're going to have this going on, which means this can't be, these can't be, which means those can't be, and those can't be. Huh, which also means this and this, and those and those. How about these? These. Okay, but I still don't know what I do after that. Well, I can't have a dark cell here because then I'd have it there. So these are, which means those are, and so are these and these. But that's possible. You can go up. Oh no, because it's radial. So if I did this, I would also do that. So this. Okay, that's not too bad. For Underclued. Uh... if I didn't connect this to here, that's obviously not... This would have to be like so, and it would connect here. Now we're in trouble. So this will connect here, which means this will connect there. Does it? Which means that. Okay. Oh, there's a 5-star. Do we dare? I'm going to save it for the end if I can. Without heading down there. Okay, where's the archway? It's not up top. It must be at a lower level. I'd love to get into there, so what's my... No. Oh, I think I have to come up from down there to get it. There. 2 stars ain't bad. Oh, hold on, we don't know if this is going to come out. Don't make dominoes, so actually, yes, we do know. Oop. Okay. I don't see any other A, B, or C, so I don't have to connect any of this stuff. So what is the deal? Like, if I made this a light cell, this would have to be dark. And then we would connect... Well, hold on. One of these two, at most, can be dark. If they're both light, we'd have to do this. Is there a world where this is a light cell? Because if so, it does have to be this. So it works out. If both of these are light, now what happens? Not much. Is there a world where this is a dark cell? That's going to be a dark cell if we do that. How about down here? Is there a world where that's a light cell? If so, it's fine. Is there a world where that is a light cell? Because then we would have to do this. This is only a 2-star puzzle? This really feels like I have to make a lot of guessing. Like, if both of these are light, that has to be dark. This could go like so, but it would force that. Well, here's the thing. If C connects to here, then A can never connect to any of this, but whatever, right? Hold on. If C does connect to here, how do I keep this from going up to A? Yeah. Now if this... Like, if B connects to here, it's still so many... Oops. I think the thing is I have to do this, right? No. I'm trying to think how you'd block off A. Like, this is another way you can do it. Blocking off B. Now, if I don't put it here, that's how you do it. If I don't put that there... then this... no. Then it would have to be here. Like... I don't know. I don't know if this is supposed to be... Like, I think these are gonna end up being there. What if that one was... no, that's not gonna go there. No, this won't work either. I really think Underclued grids are useful in the early game, and afterwards the puzzles are just incredibly unfun. Like, I just genuinely don't want to do this puzzle, but I'm trying to finish the game. So I'm looking at, like, I guess I'm going to have to do this puzzle, but I think the person who made this should have done something else with their life. This is not fun. Sure, what if it's this? Like, that's what I find Underclued grids do. Once you can't just make the logical inference. It's just, well, what if I did this and see what happens? And I'm just doing that until I get an answer. It really is terrible. Like, that's... like, if this connects, then I have to, like, end up blocking it some other way. How would I if that connects there? I mean, if it doesn't, it would... it doesn't matter. I can block it here. Like, it literally doesn't matter what any of those are. Let's see. If I did this, if this is white, okay, and now I'm back in this position, and this could still be a dark cell. I don't know. This is white. Yeah, like, it's not gonna work that way. If this is dark, it still doesn't help me. Because I'm looking for something that says, if one cell is white, it doesn't work. That forces it to be dark. It always is. For instance, this can never be white, therefore it must always be a dark cell. That's how I know. Whereas this can be dark and I have a solution. This can be light and I have a solution. Is there any solution where this is white? Because this does, I have to guess. If this is light, there's still more guessing. There's not an obvious. Putting a light cell here makes a force to move. At the very least, it forces this much. There's no way to block this, right? To block... no, because then that's in. So this is probably light, but I don't know that. I could just still figure out a different solution. See? I'm using Foresight. This puzzle, I hate it. I desperately hate this puzzle. I do not care to solve it correctly. And if you think that's bad, you should try doing a puzzle that's as boring as this one. Boring Alright. Thank you. Look at this tile. Okay, that's not helpful. Alright. Alright, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get this one. But it's incredibly boring, and I would rather gouge nails into my eyes than do this puzzle. I don't think it's well designed. I think it's just one of those... Look how hard this puzzle is. Look how hard this puzzle is. Don't you like it? It's a really hard puzzle. No, it isn't. It's really bad. Is this it? No, because it's going to overdo the colors. Okay. Well, this has to block something. There has to be a reason for this bullshit. It can't be this, because there's too many things that would have to be true if that's it. So this is also not going to work, because again, look how many cells would end up being white. We're overdone. Yeah, I don't know. It's really boring. This is really... I'm incredibly bored, and I'm going to complain the whole time. You should probably skip this part of the video and look at a puzzle that was designed by somebody who knows how to make good puzzles, because it wasn't this one. So I'm betting this is it, which I have to wait for the Foresight now. So I'm gonna go do a puzzle that was designed by somebody who cares. Let's see how we can find it. Alright, nope. How do I get in there? Oh, is it just the one? No, I want that one over there. Must be going around the other side. There. Oh good, more Underclued grids. Connect all dark cells, one symbol per light area. So we do know that this is going to happen. We have to connect all dark cells. Which means we can't have this. This is going to be another one. I hate these. I hate these with a passion. Like, I'm looking at the puzzle not thinking, oh, I'd love to solve this. I'm looking at the puzzle thinking, what do I have to do to get this out of my way? What do I have to do to make this go away? Like... Oh, that's it? That's all you have to do? I hate this. I hate it. And I bet this is going to be Underclued 1 too, which means I don't even want to solve it. God, they're so terrible. Oh, that's above. Let's go get it. Okay. I can't click through, so I do have to go into the maze and look for these. Good grief. One. Go around the other side. I'll catch this one, maybe. Hold on. Where's that one come from? How do I get into there? Here? Yeah, this way. And I think I need to drop down the lower level. Get the next set. There's one. It feels good to be doing a puzzle that's fun. I like these. Alright, let's grab some logic grids. Let's get back up top for a second. Let's go to the one that sucks and get a couple foresights out of the way. Oh, that's not the way it is, in fact, through here. Okay. Oops, hold on, I needed to make sure. Oh, gotta wait. That's really boring. Okay, well if this was light, I guess that's that. So I guess these have to be. Now if this is dark... If it's light, see, it could be either. Now this could come through, or this could come through here. Now if this is light... If this is light, it's going to connect to here, and it's going to cause a problem. So that's probably the same with all of this. Is there any way to make this a light cell? No. So I think those are dark. But whatever... This can't be right. Like, this can't be light, because then what would I'd still have to... Like, what do I do here? So that's dark. This can't be light, because I'm gonna... No matter what I connect it to... Same with all these. So, is it just a matter of taking this up? Like, no it isn't, because at some point you're going to have a cell that could be either light or dark. So this is a light cell. Yeah. What about this? Is it just this sort of thing? Alright, let's find the last one. Get this bullshit out of the way. Yeah, I told myself I'm not using Foresight on puzzles, but then I realized this one sucks. I'm not using the Foresight because it's like, oh, it's hard. I'm using it because I hate it. I hate doing it. We're gonna do something that's fun. I guess I gotta find the way down to the lower level here. That's what's gonna happen. And then let's head up and grab something from up here. Underclued. Oh, come on. Connect all dark cells. Well, is it gonna be this? Yeah, it's gonna be that. No 3 in a row like that. Which means it's gonna be this, 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 and that. Those are where the black cells can go. So these are... Hold on, it's gotta be that. Yeah. Okay, how do I get to the other one? At least these ones are simpler. Good grief. Can't make that pattern. But we can make this pattern. So we can get them to here. We can do it, also do it here. Can't do that. Is there any way it gets here? Yeah, maybe. Can it get here? Okay, so is it going to be this? Yeah, it's going to be that. That's at least based on a pattern. You can sort of work it out. Is that going? Is that the last one? Yeah, that was the last one of that. How about down here? We really just have those. More underclued grids, I guess. I so much. All dark cells connected and all light cells. Okay. If all dark and light cells are connected, could I get a... Yeah, I get one up there. Hold on. Can I get a black cell up there? No. I cannot. I think those are white. But then it only wants one more. This would mean, like, if this is white, you can't do that. Feels like this has to go across. Whatever. Boring, boring, boring. I shouldn't even made this video. I should have just done this on my own and told you afterward how shit this was. Cool. Okay. Okay, fine. Don't even care. So we got that. That's a 5-star. A couple 5 stars in here that are gonna be excruciating to do. I know that much. Is it even worth doing this one? It feels like that's got to be the case. Because this is a dark cell. How do I make this? I can connect it here, but now I have to connect it here and here without doing that. So if I connect it... Yeah. No, I can do it this way. So these don't have to be that. So which do you think I should look at? That one. Okay, well imagine that's a dark cell. This is a dark cell. Then this is just all light cells there? Okay, fine. If we have... Oh, come on. It's got to be some kind of spirally thing. So if this is a light cell... Oh, this isn't a... Oh, thank God it's not an underclued grid. Even if it's a hard puzzle, I'll do a hard puzzle that's not an underclued grid. So, if we had dark cell here, that's fine. It's just going to go around. If we have a light cell here, though, we have to make it the dead end. In some direction. Now, if this... This is a light cell. Can't have both of these, so... What if I just start with this? We're going to go around it this way. Now... Somehow I have to be able to figure it out just from these, the pattern. It's not going to be a true spiral. Like, this is great and all, but this doesn't really finish up right. This is an interesting... This will be trouble because I think I have too many white dead ends. So if I take this around, is there any way... This can't be this because we'd have that. We'd have to do... Have to be doing this. This is going to be a problem. Not a huge one. This means this would have to happen. Yeah, we would have an issue. Because what do we do here? So that's not what it's going to be. But if we go... Like if I did this, for instance... Still wouldn't tell me much. This would tell me a lot. But... What if I don't bring this through and I have a white cell? Like, if I have a black cell but I don't bring it through... Like, what if we have one of these types of things? This direction more like. Ooh, no, because it would have to be like this. It would have to be like this. There we go, got it. See, that was actually a puzzle. I enjoyed doing that. You see how it works? See how this works, designers? Alright, there is one more here that I hope is not a complete joyless slog, but we'll see. There's, yeah. Okay. Underclued. God damn it. No squares, we gotta do this. We have to figure out the pattern it has to be. For instance, if I did this, this can't happen because we're going to have squares. How would we do it? No, we'd have to, like, drag these. Like, if I do this, if I did this piece, for instance, in order to block squares in all of the... Hold on, how many squares we have total? 8 by 8, 64. Half of these have to be filled in. Good grief. Because if I did this one as a black square, well, I have to block squares now here. So, for instance, here... Now I can block squares like this. But then we're in trouble. This is doable. Oh, hold on, no, I have that backwards. No. So, I think... I mean, I think that's got to be a white square. But that's all I know. Just trying to think, how would I do it if it wasn't? This is... How would I block it off? How would I block off at all? I think that's the issue. It's like, let me find a way to actually block it off. That's a square. So yeah, I see squares here, so something has to be in there. Those have to be there. This would have to be here. Square, this would have to be one. We can have two here, two there, two there. Ah, there's no way. So, I'm not sure what I would do to guess the ones. How would I make any thing? Let's say I didn't have the corners. If I did this, for instance, what would I do from there? I would need to block squares in here and here, all these places. So I'd have two in here, two here, two here, two there. And then two... Where would I put the ones here? I think I would be up here. Like this. Just trying to figure out any solution that works. And then... But I would need to have two, right? So that wouldn't work. Where did it want me to go? Look at this tile. Oh, good grief. Okay, let's say that that's a black tile. And then let's go on. Alright, cool. Oh, don't care. Just do not care. Underclued puzzles suck. They suck terribly. I don't want to do them. Alright. Now, this... I don't care. I do not care. Is it going to simply be this sort of thing? Are we just going to do a checkerboard? Is that the trick? No, it isn't. Is it just going to be this sort of thing? But then what do you do here? Because it's going to be a pattern, most likely, given how this is laid out. But I don't care enough about this puzzle to do it. I've reached a point in this game where this is just stupid. Oops. It is the only one left in here, so I'm gonna finish it so it's crossed off the list, but I really don't enjoy this type of thing. It doesn't feel like puzzle solving, it feels like guessing. It's not fun. What I want to do is solve the grid. Okay, so now we're gonna have something in here. So... Nope. Did that even block all the squares? Because I think there's still a square here if I do that. So no. Yeah, let me look for something else in this pyramid. There's got to be more stuff in here. Right? Or is this just going to be you're done? Yeah, that's just your done land. Is there anything else? No. That just takes me back up here where I think I've done them all. Yep. Nothing to say, but let's go back and do it. figure out what the pattern they want me to make is, and then get the hell out of here. Oh, just give it another 45 minutes. I'll figure that one out. Now, if this was... the thing is, I have to pick 16 black ones, I think. Because if I make these, like, white, all 32 white ones, then it would also guarantee what the black ones were. So I think this is what... it is. It's white. Hold on. No, that's not true. I can make what the white patterns are. So I think this... Is it just more squares? Okay, it's a pattern. I don't care. I don't care. Alright, let's get back to this. Hopefully do something fun in this episode. There's a couple puzzles that are fine, but Underclued grids really suck. They just suck. That was a puzzle down there. Let me grab it. Let me grab it from... Oh, it's on the outside. It's going to be outside. I thought it was inside the maze. It's not. I got to go back down and grab it. That's the sightseer I haven't done yet, which I can't imagine that'll be fun either. Isn't this great? Aren't you glad you watched this video? That's right. There was one more I didn't do yet. And that is downstairs. I know that much. Grab it here. It's like way down here. Right, there's also these puzzles I don't know how to get into. Oh, I have to be on the outside. How do I do that? I don't seem to recall finding any way out. I seem to recall, in fact, that this maze, you can't get to the outside. So I'd like to see in that inner cross if there is a place like that. There's rings there. Am I seeing reflections when I jump up that high, or is there something? I think it's just reflections, yeah. So, there's nothing on the ceiling that makes it look like I can jump out of here. So, this, how do you get into that central area? That's the exit to the maze. Is there a drop down somewhere else? Doesn't look like it. I think there's not really a hole anywhere. Are these supposed to be here? Alright. Looks like we really don't have another way down except through these things. I think I would have found it if there was. This maze doesn't have a way down there either. So we are looking at finding something within this maze that lets me go into the central area. I don't know what that is. Looks... That's tantalizing, but it isn't that. Alright, this is straight shot down, nothing to grab a hold of. Yeah, there's like a set on top of there, but I'd have to get there. And I don't think this is the type of game that says you have to figure out how to clip out of bounds in order to play it. There's got to be... Is there a lower level below this one? That would do it if that was the case. Like somehow there was something below this, but I don't know how we'd get there or how we'd get out. Slightly frustrating. It's not going to be something from even higher up, that's for sure. So are we done here? That might be it. If those are the only puzzles, I don't see any others. They all require me to get into the spot I don't know how to get into. That's not my favorite thing. I'm gonna be honest, that's not my favorite thing. You know, there's 10,000 puzzles in this game. Actually, there's more than that. There's like 25,000. You can't win them all. There's gonna be puzzles that aren't very good, but I don't really care for the, haha, we tricked you, there's an area you can't get into unless you clip out of bounds. So I hope that's not what it is. I hope there is a sensible way down. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like I'm looking for a passageway. I'm hoping there's a sensible way down that doesn't require a bunch of bullshit. And I'm hearing Shioras, but I'm not seeing them. So I'm thinking they are under this, but... Oh, right. That's just the sound effect there. If they're under here, how do I get to them? That's interesting. Yeah, I definitely need to figure this out. I've already tried every wall. I remember doing that, spending a thrilling amount of time checking every single wall in here. There's not a way outside this edge. This edge has room outside it, but I can't get out there. Right? Is there a way to that? Can I get to that one? Yeah, this one. That's not a way out. It'd be nice if it was, but it's not. Is there room on this outer edge? I mean, I already tried the outer edge, but it looks like this really is a wall right behind here. See how on that side there was space, and this side doesn't have space. Which makes me think if I got out, that would be one way, one area I could get out to. Hold on. I'm trying to make my way back. Right? Anywhere that there's space, there's a potential for getting out. Because here, once we get to the this edge somehow, certainly an edge there. It is an edge. There's nothing there. But these are all places with room. There, like this spot, you can see has space but beyond it, whereas this does not. It's very subtle, but you can sort of see there the reflections from the floor where they don't really... Oh, no, you do kind of see it here, but it's not the same. Yeah, these reflect differently. There's space out there. There's like, well, this is all reflective stuff. The orange pipe up there, that's all reflections. But surely there's some kind of thing up there. But I can't see it. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. I can't tell what I'm supposed to do here. How I'm supposed to get in there. I mean, this is just... I think that's a mistake. There's not supposed to be a ledge there. Yeah, we can get out. That's the space we'd get out, but there's no... They all have ceilings. All the walls are intact. There's no fake walls. Well, I'm glad I'm wasting your time doing this. How about you? You like that? You like having your time wasted? Yeah, there's no... We've got this thing of collision that seems like an accident more than anything else. But otherwise, we can't break out of here. That might be worth looking up how to get out there, because I just want to solve the puzzles here. Well, this was a fun trip to the pyramid. We did all the worst puzzles I have ever seen in my entire life. And now we're going to do nothing else. We don't get to do the ones I wanted to do. I'm going to stop it here and just basically quarantine this entire video. This is the video that has all the suckiest, worst things ever. So you can skip it. If you didn't skip this video, sucks to be you. You just had to watch all that terrible shit. But I will see people next time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.